Welcome to this lesson on Graham's law. In this video, we'll explore how the molecular mass of a gas affects its rate of effusion and diffusion. This fundamental principle helps us understand why some gases spread faster than others, and it has important applications in chemistry and physics. Let's dive in and discover the relationship between molecular mass and gas movement. Let's start by understanding what effusion means. Effusion is the escape of gas molecules through a tiny opening into a vacuum or a region of lower pressure. Imagine a balloon with a microscopic hole in it. Over time, the gas molecules inside the balloon escape through that tiny hole, and the balloon slowly deflates. This process of gas molecules squeezing through a small opening is called effusion. The key point here is that the gas moves from high pressure to low pressure through a very small aperture. Now let's look at diffusion. Diffusion is the gradual mixing and spreading of gas molecules throughout a space due to their random molecular motion. Think about when someone sprays perfume in one corner of a room. After some time, you can smell it across the entire room. This happens because the perfume molecules diffuse through the air, spreading out evenly. Unlike effusion, which requires a small opening, diffusion occurs in open space as molecules move randomly and mix with other molecules. Now we arrive at Graham's law itself. The law states that the rate of effusion or diffusion of a gas is inversely proportional to the square root of its molar mass. What does this mean? It means that lighter gas molecules move faster than heavier ones when they are at the same temperature. The word inversely proportional is important here. It tells us that as the molar mass increases, the rate decreases, and vice versa. This is a fundamental relationship that governs how gases behave. Graham's law can be expressed mathematically using a simple formula. The ratio of the rate of gas 1 to the rate of gas 2 equals the square root of the ratio of their molar masses, but inverted. So it's the square root of m2 divided by m1. Here, m1 represents the molar mass of the first gas, and m2 represents the molar mass of the second gas. This formula allows us to calculate exactly how much faster or slower one gas will effuse or diffuse compared to another gas. Understanding this formula is key to solving problems involving gas behavior. Let's summarize the key relationships in Graham's law. First, if a gas has a higher molar mass, it will have a slower rate of effusion or diffusion. Second, if a gas has a lower molar mass, it will have a faster rate of effusion or diffusion. This makes intuitive sense. Heavier molecules move more slowly because they have more mass to carry around. Lighter molecules, on the other hand, can zip around much more quickly. Remember these two simple rules, and you'll be able to predict gas behavior easily. Let's work through an example problem to see Graham's law in action. We want to compare the effusion rates of helium gas and oxygen gas. We're given that the molar mass of helium is 4 grams per mole, and the molar mass of oxygen gas, which is O2, is 32 grams per mole. Our goal is to find out how much faster helium effuses compared to oxygen. We'll use Graham's law formula to solve this problem. Using Graham's law, we set up the equation. The rate of helium divided by the rate of oxygen equals the square root of the molar mass of oxygen divided by the molar mass of helium. That's the square root of 32 divided by 4, which equals the square root of 8, which is approximately 2.83. What does this result tell us? It means that helium effuses 2.83 times faster than oxygen. This makes sense because helium is much lighter than oxygen, so its molecules can move much more quickly through a small opening.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.